if I could do something that actually had some practical application, it would give me enormous pleasure.
Well, I'm going to start a Twitter campaign, ladies and gentlemen, the practical applications from Louis Narenberg's work. And I started that already, and already people are coming in saying, yes, there are thousands. Now, John, I wanted to turn to you. Now, it said that your work on partial differential equations impacts even more strongly on real-world problems, modeling complexities, how societies evolve and change, and that actually the practical impact of your partial differential equations may be even greater than the impact of your work on game theory.
But I don't see this example you're talking about evolving of houses, or what is the...
Evolving of societies, and in biological terms and mathematical modeling.
It sounds a little like game theory and economics. Sounds like you're mixing in some of the game theory and economics ideas and describing it as partial differential equations. So.
Your work, though, are you, when you see things like the auction of airwave widths and all those sorts of things, are you proud that it's your game theory that has set that up?
Well, it's game theory, and it's the type of game theory that I introduced. And
you've saved the American taxpayer a lot of money.
Well, it'd be good if it could save some money in Iraq, where the ISIS is operating. It's sort of going on the treasury pretty heavily now, probably.
John, you lost many years of your working life to ill health. And I wonder, looking back on your life and seeing the many mathematical problems that are out there, what would you have done if you had not had those years taken away from you? What problems would you like to have attacked?
Well, mental health has its subtleties, because in many cases it has a voluntary element. So I spoke once to a group of psychiatrists, more or less in later times, and I had a topic, minds on strike. And the people housed in your institutions can be considered as minds on strike. They produce an economic drain, because, of course, they supply opportunities for labor by allowing maybe other people to do the jobs that they might have been doing if they were working. But there is this phenomenon. When I was mentally disturbed, I did go on strike. In fact, I wasn't available to do my regular work. Like at MIT, I was supposed to have functions of various levels. I wasn't the administrator. I wasn't purely research. I had teaching and so on. But if I would get disturbed, this is the original time of disturbance in 1959. I just didn't want to continue all the work that I was doing.
What would you have liked to have done had you been well? What would you have liked to have tackled had you been well?
Well, you look at well now into these things. There are sort of Polynesian paradises where there isn't so much to work to do. Sort of like a Garden of Eden or Adams and Eve's. In a place like that, it doesn't quite seem to say that everyone who is well is busily working, because the place itself might not call for much work, until it gets maybe overcrowded and they can't just live on the tree of life. So, the well is when people that are under mental health administration or observation. When they're well, it's when they're behaving as we desire, as we prefer. When they're unwell, it's when they're taking it off, not doing their work, or maybe any work. So there's some subtleties about mental health and sanity and insanity, I think. How you look at it can be philosophically modified.